The genre of melodic death metal really is a powerful genre, and there are some great bands with it, obviously, as there are with any genre. They have its fair share of great bands. But with this today, or tonight I should say, we're talking about Children of Bodom. That's right, we're talking about their most recent release, Hexed, which came out March 8th, earlier this year. This is an album that spans, I think, just around 50 minutes in length. I forgot the length of time, but it's got 11 tracks to it. This is an album that, they were wanting to, and this is their 10th album, by the way, so they've already had a great stretch of a career, 25 years plus in general. One of their best-selling albums, Follow the Reaper from 2000. Really, they were wanting to continue the success of I Worship Chaos, and were they able to do it? Well, we're going to find out in this video. I almost forgot to grab something, actually, but as I continue to talk, wow, there it is. Okay, so I was getting my album scorecard, writing down the score right now. So this is an album that really resonated, that Children of Bodom was, willing to continue to do what they can to try and do like a top I Worship Chaos. The album runs at just under 47 minutes, so we get started with This Road. It's a great opening cut. It's a great intense opener by these guys. These guys are able to really grab my attention immediately. What I think of this song, is more of just good old Children of Bodom, a heavy-paced song with a wild solo with, that classic melodic death metal sound to it, obviously. Having quite a pack of punch with it, the power with the song. But you get into a song like Under Grass and Clover. This was, I believe, the first single released by these guys. And what a powerful song it was. A little bit more of a simpler route in terms of structure, but doesn't matter. This is a cool song. It jams. It really does jam. I like just how it flows. It keeps you on your toes. And the solo, beautifully done. Glass Houses is the next track. I thought this was quite an interesting track as well. I believe this song is in D tuning. Yes, one of the two tracks, along with This Road being in D tuning. More another frantic paced song. You can kind of get an element of like power metal with this one. There's also like neoclassical elements of metal in this album as well. We'll get to those, which songs kind of I think have those elements a little bit. Like with Hexed's Nightmare, I think I pronounced it right. If I pronounced it wrong, please tell me. But this is a song that really, it's a dark song. It's like a Halloween kind of vibe going on here with the song. But I read someone's comment in the official video. It was about some witchcraft person or something like that. I don't know. But Hexed's Nightmare really is like it's like a classic dark and unique Children of Bodom song, which fits really well in the album, in my opinion. Next song, Kickin' a Spleen. I had to say it like that. I was thinking about it. I'm like, probably sounds stupid, but they're finished, so I don't know. That was kind of stupid actually. But Kickin' a Spleen is quite an intense song. I like the intro. It's very aggressive. It tugs your strings. Every song tugs your strings in a way. Melodic death metal, even though at times it can sound similar, like they kind of copy and paste in certain songs, they still bring some kind of drive to it. They change some things as well, and I think it's quite interesting with how it goes. But with platitudes and barren words, it's, I don't know, once again, Children of Bodom with just the technicality. The technicality with this band is immaculate. It's really, really impressive with how they're able to they're just so quick. The flurry that these guys bring is unreal. This band continues to just scope you out. They grab your attention with everything they can. The self-titled Hexed, this was an interesting song. I found this one to be quite unique as well. And once again, this is just Children of Bodom being what they are. I don't know what to say. I'm giving my thoughts as best as I can. I just don't know what to say. It's a good song. It fits really well where it's at. We get into the next track, Relapse. In parentheses, it says the nature of my crime. I thought the song was really interesting. Just just another average, more of another average Children of Bodom song. I found at this point I started to kind of hear the repetition just a little bit start to come into play, like more of the same a little bit from what the album has had to offer. But still, I find the aggressiveness and the tempo to be kind of standout points of some of these songs. And I'm not saying that they got lazy. It's just I just kind of noticed this happening. But with Say Never Look Back, it's kind of a, the lyricism in this one is strong. I like the groove that this song brings. It's got a little bit of groove to it. It just a hitter, a home run in general with that song. But then we get to Soon Departed, another good song. Just not much to say with that one. I just really liked it. It has very good flow. These two tracks in general, Say Never Look Back and Soon Departed, have really good flow to it. So it's been a decent offering in general. And then the final track, Knuckle Duster, which is a re-recording from the Trashed, Lost, and Strung Out EP from 2004. I thought this was a good way to end the album. Very chuggy with the riffs. I thought it was really unique with how these guys were able to kind of end on a strong note. There were moments where the album the ideas were kind of stalling a little bit, but they still can deliver with the attitude, the power. Those neoclassical metal elements in this album bring out kind of a different, I don't know what that was. They really bring out an interesting side of Children of Bodom. I like how, there's these different kinds of classical elements in metal sometimes. It brings out quite the tunes in general. What does this album get? Well, in general, I think Children of Bodom was able to follow in the footsteps of I Worship Chaos, but not all the way. This is getting a 77 out of 100. So what is that on the scale? It's good. It's basically, in basic terms, this is honestly an excellent album. It was a little hard to determine the score, but honestly this could easily be 80 as well, but I'm calling it 77, 78. And this is definitely going to be in the running of top 30 albums of the year or so. That is right, that was the news I was going to share at the end of this video. I am doing a top 25, 30 albums of the year. I'm inspired by this to do something like this now, like watching other people doing album reviews, and I like to talk about music and share my thoughts as well. Why not? And I think it's really cool. I'm going to share in my opinion, top 30 albums of 2019 when we get to that point. But right now, this and Dream Theater's Distance Over Time were definitely qualified and in the running for being part of the top albums of the year. But Children of Bodom with Hexed, great offering. Not obviously their best work. It's very well up there. This isn't average. This is definitely above average. This is great. Definitely check it out. I would recommend it, absolutely. Be sure to listen to it if you're a fan of melodic death metal, some power metal. It was even involved in this. You can really hear it too. The brightness at some points is really cool. How they were able to offer. I love how they're able to kind of jumble things together. I wouldn't say jumble. I would say more like organize things together into just this awesome idea express, or should I say an awesome expressway. But that's it for Hexed. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe if you're new. I will be reviewing Whitechapel's The Valley next. I have not listened to it yet, so I will be doing that, I believe, tonight. I'm not sure, but we will be talking about that album next. Please stay tuned for it. You will not want to miss it. Thank you very much, everyone.